Hey, young brother, the thing I want you to understand is that today is all about you. Today is all about you understanding that your wounds that you have is valid. The things that you are going through is to help you understand that there's somebody else that's going through that same thing, that same issue with their father of being absent. Or your father may be there, but he just don't know how to make the connection between you and him. The thing that I want you to understand today, man, is that, man, the process is about you healing this wound of that's open, this wound that is maybe open down the road, but it's all about how do you deal with this wound. Can you let this wound in your life navigate the way that you navigate this path of life, or are you going to make sure that when this pops up or this wound pops up, that you're going to make sure that you're not going to allow this wound to hinder you? The thing that I want you to take is that I want you to take this. Do not allow this wound to make you think that the world is the same. Do not take this wound to make you think that the world is after you. The world is against you. The world is not against you or after you. The world doesn't know you as much as you know you. The world are not thinking about you as much as you think the world may be thinking of you. You see what I'm saying? So how can we forgive? The way we can go about forgiving is if you have the access meaning that you can go about calling your father and talking to your father about what's going on with you, to be able to heal this wound, to be able to grow from here, to be able to get information from him as to why, because it seems like that's what you want to know is why. Why abandon me? Why not be there for me? Why not care for me? Why have me but not care for me? Thing is that sometimes as adults, we make decisions that's at spur of the moment because we're not thinking the way that we should. Now there's repercussions to our decisions that we made. Now we have to pay the price, right? And most of us don't want to pay the price. Most of us avoid the price. Most of us get the gift and give it back, right? So the thing that I want you to know today is that you are worthy. You are worthy. Don't ever think that you are not worthy enough to be loved. Now, like we talked about previously, is that to heal this wound is that we must identify what the problem is, plan accordingly, and execute at that. So today we talk about forgiveness. What does forgiveness look like? So the main purpose of forgiveness is for you to forgive over and over again. I have this father. His name is Jesus Christ, right? And he says that we must forgive 7 times 7. 7 times 70. 7 times 7, 7, 7. So it is just saying that this is not something that we're going to do every time. This is not something that we're going to go about going through and that we just say, I don't have to forgive this time. No, you have to forgive every time it pops up. Every time it pops up. Like whack-a-mole. Every time, boom. It pops up again, your issue about your father, boom. You got to say, I forgive. And after you forgive, you got to let it go. You got to say, I forgive, and you got to let it go. So identify what causes it so we can be able to maneuver the right way. Maneuver means that when this issue pops up, are we going to deal with it accordingly? Are we going to deal with it the right way? Are we going to give it the right attention, right? So it pops up, man, my father's not being in my life. Or somebody say to you, have your father, did you grow up with your father? That issue or that passion that you just have, a surge of energy of anger, bitterness, pops up, you got to say, man, I'm not bitter. I'm not angry. I just want to know why. And even if you don't get the why, I want you to understand that I'm going to be better. I'm going to do better. I'm going to not see myself as that victim of woe it's me. It's not woe it's you. It should be more of it's me, so and what? Let's go be better than the example that was set for me. You see what I'm saying? Next is what's the plan? What's the plan for you to be able to go from, okay, my father's not being in my life, but now how can I be able to create a new me where it doesn't be defined by the absence that's in my life? Or if you don't have a good uncle, or if you don't have good role models around you, how can I be able to role model what a good man is. You can either Google it, you can either YouTube it, you can either go out to a church, you can either go out to a place where you think they will have good men at. Now, if you go into a bar and you're looking for a good man at a good father figure at the bar, that's not a good way to go. It is to find or go to places or networking events where you can be able to identify a good person, a good man, or good with good morals and character. When I say good, I'm talking about character good, morals good, values good, and they are locked in to what their mission and purpose is in life. That's what I'm saying when I say good, right? So the execution more is about how can I execute my day-to-day now to be the man that I foresee coming, right? The way you can execute this very well is that, one, you can execute it by taking it day by day. Don't take it month by month, year by year. This is a day-by-day task. I would say get a notebook. Once you get a notebook, at each day, that should be your page. Each day is your page. Each day is your journal. So at the beginning of the day, you can say, how do I be more of a courageous young man? Then you need to start writing down characteristics of what is a courageous young man. Next day, how can I be brave in situations that makes me feel like I'm weak? How can I be brave? Then you will underline brave. I just want you to walk this thing out. Just make it, simple for you. Then next, you're going to write information down. That could be morning, evening, and night. So the thing that I want you to understand too is that if you don't feel like writing this page, we do have a workbook for you. That's called Earn Your Stripes. So when I say earn your stripes and you see the big old head of a chief, it is more of the chief saying that you are a leader. You are a person that has good character. You are a person that holds itself to a standard. That's what that means. This is for young men and young women of all ages. So I want you to know this, young man, is that there are some people that has the same issue that you have right now. You're not alone. You can always reach out to someone and let them know how you feel, what you're dealing with, where you want to go, and they should be able to plan to help you get there. I want you to know that you're great. I want you to know that you can be a great leader, a great person. And I believe that you're going to heal this wound. Let's go.